Hear the noise outside. Status games, swipe culture, dopamine fixes disguised as love. Men are told to perform while women reserve the right to rewrite the rules mid-game. But a Sigma male doesn't audition. He rules a kingdom only he can enter, guided by stoic calm instead of public applause. On this channel, Sigma Male Community, we refine that inner empire. Today we break down 11 brutal reasons why 97% of modern women hate, fear, or misunderstand the Sigma. Stay sharp, stay sovereign, and let this fire forge you. 1. The unshakable calm, indifference to games. Panic is the favorite weapon of the manipulator. Ghost him, watch him scramble, then reel him back with crumbs. The Sigma dismantles that weapon by refusing to dance. His stillness is forged in solitary nights where he made peace with himself long before anyone tried to rattle him. When she storms out, he notes the weather, closes the door, and returns to his craft. That indifference isn't spite. It's self-containment so complete that external storms become distant background noise. Modern relationships thrive on reaction loops. Break one loop and the entire game glitches. She fires the loaded gun of rejection, expecting damage, but finds only echoes. The Sigma's emotional sovereignty means he never outsourced his wholeness. Without a hostage, her leverage is nil. The silence she hears isn't cold, it's the sound of a man too focused on purpose to notice the drama fading in his rearview mirror. 2. The anti-ladder, irrelevance to hypergamy. A Ferrari in a feed delivers instant status, and most men beg to be that accessory. The Sigma offers something no algorithm can display: depth, integrity, mission. That currency is invisible, unsellable, and utterly immune to rented yachts or influencer clout. When a woman approaches with the subtle glint of social climbing in her eye, she finds no rungs to grasp. Instead, his presence exposes the hollowness of her chase. Hypergamy is a market craving shiny upgrades. The Sigma's value lives off exchange, backed by personal code and relentless self-development. He doesn't block her climb. He reveals that the ladder is propped against a cardboard skyline. True worth can't be leveraged for likes, and that revelation feels like betrayal to those who profit from illusion. 3. The emotional X-ray, seeing behind the mask. Trendy armor, boss babe slogans, curated confidence, endless declarations of independence. False transparent under the Sigma gaze. Years of stoic introspection teach him to read the tremor behind the bravado, the insecurity beneath the slogan T. He detects the mismatch between tone and truth, between caption and core. Her performance, once met with cheers, now meets unblinking clarity. He doesn't weaponize this perception, he simply disengages. To her, the withdrawal feels like judgment, but it is merely discernment. The Sigma refuses to bankroll chaos masked as confidence. Stripped of applause, the persona cracks, and rather than face the mirror, many choose the easier route. Label him cold, arrogant, or toxic. Hatred becomes a shield against self-reflection. 4. Sovereign territory, unpossessability. Love isn't a deed of ownership, it's a partnership between equals. The Sigma embodies this truth with a steel boundary. He can share time, energy, and intimacy, yet never cede the title to his inner kingdom. Attempts to annex that territory, emotional surveillance, schedule control, guilt-laced check-ins, collide with immovable walls. This terrifies those whose blueprint equates intimacy with possession. When her usual tools, tears, ultimatums, sulks, fail to breach his fortress, frustration morphs into disdain. She mistakes freedom for aloofness, not realizing that his fiercest act of love is preserving autonomy so the bond remains a choice, never a chain. 5. The algorithm breaker, unpredictable autonomy. Dating apps teach pattern recognition. Nice guy equals free validation, alpha equals ego fix, simp equals resource faucet. Then comes the Sigma. Agenda unreadable, response time random, compliments genuine but rare. He doesn't chase warmth or dodge coldness. He simply acts in alignment with internal signals. Her predictive software crashes. Without a predictable loop, manipulation scripts fail. She can't trigger jealousy on schedule, can't reel him with flattery, can't freeze him with silence. He's not avoiding the game, he's reinventing existence outside it. For strategists, that unpredictability registers as threat, and hatred is the mind's firewall against the unknown. 6. The guilt-proof fortress, immunity to manipulation. Guilt is emotional blackmail, perform or you're heartless. The The Sigma dismantles it by refusing to jade. No justification, argument, defense, explanation. Tears, silent treatment, manufactured crises, all become theater playing to an empty seat. He observes the performance, recognizes the leverage attempt, and calmly exits the stage. Stoic training makes him accountable only to his mission and his code. By denying the manipulator an audience, he robs them of power. The inevitable backlash labels him emotionless, yet his refusal is actually radical respect for honest interaction. Drama loses market value when no one buys tickets. 7. The mirror they didn't order, forcing self-reflection. Most people seek mirrors that flatter. The Sigma is a mirror that clarifies. His silence where validation is expected, his calm where excitement is demanded. These voids spotlight unresolved insecurity. Her neediness echoes louder in his stillness. Being confronted with one's own chaos is painful, easier to curse the mirror than fix the flaws. Thus, the Sigma becomes intimidating. In reality, he is merely present, a man whose depth forces others to hear their own shallow echoes. Reflection is optional, discomfort is guaranteed. 8. Purpose-Over-Puppeteer, identity beyond women. Men raised on external validation orbit the feminine sun. The Sigma builds his own solar system. Career, craft, philosophy, physical mastery, these are his planets, and any partner is invited to thrive within that gravity, not replace it. His identity is hardware, not a downloadable patch for approval. A woman accustomed to centrality may misread this alignment as neglect. Yet his independence is fertile ground for genuine partnership. Mutual elevation, not parasitic attachment. Those seeking to steer his course via affection, withdrawal, or seduction discover a trajectory fixed by internal stars. 9. Depth over dopamine, alignment over vibes. Swipe culture sells sparks, rapid, erratic, gone by morning. The Sigma hunts for bedrock, shared principles, long-range vision, intellectual resilience. He poses questions that slice through superficial charm. What drives you at dawn? How do you process silence? Such interrogation feels invasive to those addicted to novelty highs. They label him intense, judgmental. He is simply allergic to hostage situations disguised as chemistry. Rejecting chaos, he seeks the slow-burn connection that multiplies over decades. The shallow feel exposed, and exposure breeds resentment. 10. The rescue fantasy killer. Fairy tales still whisper, find a man who fixes everything. The Sigma rewrites that line. He offers space, not a stretcher, respect, not rescue. He will not be therapist, savior, or personal ATM. Strength in his worldview is built, not gifted. By refusing the white knight role, he pushes her towards self-reliance. For those secretly clinging to damsel fantasies, his stance looks like abandonment. Yet it is pure stoic respect. Each soul is responsible for its own ascent. The resentment he triggers is often a disguised plea, take my burden so I can remain comfortable. He declines. 11. The validation black hole, unbribable core. From high school halls to corporate halls, female power often flows through validation, sex, praise, cute affirmations. The Sigma's self-worth, compounded by daily discipline and philosophical rigor, renders external validation optional. Offer him flattery, he smiles then returns to work. Threaten withdrawal, he notes it and continues. To the woman trained to move mountains with a wink, such immunity feels existential. It's not just that he resists her power. He nullifies an entire system she has mastered. Better to call him toxic than admit the system's limits. Every accusation hurled at the Sigma, cold, arrogant, intimidating, reveals more about the accuser than the accused. If you walk this path, remember, the friction you create is proof you're carving original ground. Stay composed, stay sovereign, and let stoic wisdom be your silent shield. If this breakdown lit a fire in you, fan the flames. Smash that like button, dive into the comments with your own stories, and share this video with brothers forging the same unbreakable core. Not yet subscribed? Hit that subscribe icon and hammer the notification bell so you never miss a drop of pure, unfiltered Sigma insight. Sigma male community is your fortress of guidance. Return often, train relentlessly, and carry this code into every arena of life.